Here are the top stories of the news. Police protesters disagree over reports of live ammunition fired at Lagos protest. Senate to hold executive briefing over December 25 United States airstrikes in Sokoto. On the firing scene, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer says he wants to build sophisticated relationship with China. Good afternoon and welcome to Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television. My name is Temitope Ajijolaoluola. Controversy surrounding the demolition of structures in Mokoko and other communities by the Lagos state government has continued, with residents staging a protest over the government's actions on Wednesday. The protesters said the demonstration was against alleged land grabbing, forceful eviction and displacement across the state. However, the protest turned rowdy when police fired Teargas to disperse the crowd. Many protesters reportedly sustained varying degrees of injury. A community leader who participated in the protest, Jude Ojo, speaking in a news chart this morning, claims that police fired not only tear gas, but also live ammunition. He alleged that an unidentified protester sustained a gunshot wound to the leg and was rushed to the hospital. He expressed disappointment with the Lagos state government. During plenary on Wednesday, Senator Ningi, an opposition lawmaker representing Bauchi Central, argued that the airstrikes amounted to an infringement on Nigeria's territorial integrity and should have involved legislative oversight. He maintains that the National Assembly, constitutionally mandated to play a role in matters of national security and foreign military engagements, was not consulted before the strikes were carried out. The lawmaker cautions that permitting the executive arm of government to unilaterally approve foreign military operations in Nigeria could set a troubling precedent, warning that other global powers might feel encouraged to act similarly without legislative involvement. In this response, Senate President Godswill Akpabio said the Senate's leadership had already made arrangements to brief lawmakers in an executive session, but was unable to do so as planned.
Times in December, the United States of America, via its military, took a hit into Nigerian territory, which is a complete violation of this document, which you also to protect, which is a complete breach of the United Nations Charter. Executive Act, but the legislature must talk. In spite of the good intention of the American military, in spite of whatever achievement that the hit made, Mr. President, if we continue to say that the National Assembly that is vested with these powers under patrol and will remain mum. Mr. President, this assembly has a core responsibility in governance. This assembly has a core accountability in governance. This assembly is not an appendage of the executive. This assembly is not a department of the executive. And therefore, for every action intended, the leadership of the National Assembly must be taken along. It is not right. This is our second day. We have not heard from the chairman of the National Assembly as regards to this serious matter. If we allow this matter to go on like this, the American government is not the only powerful military on the face of the earth. If we begin to dilly-dally with this. The Russians wanted something, and we refused. They can take a hit because they are very powerful. They can reach us. The United States Army, military, if we deny them their interests, they can take a hit.
And now turning to politics, the Progressive Governors Forum, under the leadership of Governor Hope Uzodinma Wednesday, met behind closed doors at the Imo State Governor's Lodge in Abuja. Those in attendance include Governors Nasser Idris Kabi, Abu Kefes Taraba, Caleb Mutfwang Plateau, Monday Opello Edo, Ubasani Kaduna, Francis Nweforo Ebonyi, among others. The meeting also had in attendance members of the party's National Working Committee, led by the party's national chairman, Nentawe Yowata. Part of the agenda included the ongoing electronic registration exercise, the conduct of ward and local government congresses, and other pressing national and party-related issues. Briefing journalists after the meeting, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma said the forum remains committed to deepening democracy, applauding the ongoing e-registration of the party. The forum also reaffirmed its commitment to the party's unity and internal harmony, underscoring the need for responsible leadership, communication, and collective discipline, and strengthening public confidence in the party's democratic processes.
Reviewed and endorsed the proposed timetable. State and zonal congresses and the national convention. The forum emphasized on the importance of transparent and coordinated management in the conduct of our congresses and national convention, ensuring transparency, consistency, and accountability across all states, including our states without the government. The DGF reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to party unity and internal harmony. The forum underscored the need for responsible leadership and communication and collective discipline in the strengthening of public confidence in our party's democratic process.
In the courts, the Federal Capital Territory High Court has fixed fresh 10 days to conclude trial in the corruption charges filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, against former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, on Naira redesign. Justice Mary Ann Anini fixed the days following the consensus by counsel to the commission, Rotimi Oyedepo SAN, and counsel to Emefiele Olalekanjo SAN. The fixed dates are February 3 and 10, April 1 and 2, May 11, 12, 13 and 14, as well as June 9 and 10th, during which the trial, which started in 2024, is expected to be concluded. Justice Anene urged lawyers on the two sides to keep faith with the appointed dates, assuring that the courts could accommodate them appropriately during the period. Elsewhere, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, has called on Nigerians to embrace tolerance and peaceful coexistence, describing unity as the bedrock for national development. The Vice President made the call on Wednesday in Jos, Plateau State, during a courtesy visit to the Wongwon Jos and chairman of the Plateau State Council of Chiefs and Emirs, His Royal Majesty Jacob Giang Boba. According to the Vice President, Nigeria's diversity should serve as a source of strength rather than division, stating that all citizens are bound by a shared heritage that outweighs ethnic or religious differences. Shettima, who was on the stage for the reception of Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang and other political leaders into the All Progressives Congress APC, commended traditional rulers for their role in maintaining social harmony. The Bongwan Jazz, in his response, appealed for increased security efforts and genuine reconciliation to address the challenges confronting the state and other parts of the country. You're watching Spring News at 12 on Western Spring Television. We'll be right back after this break. Please stay with us.